Hey guys, N64 Pi here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a custom song with Paper Mario 64. So let's go. This is just a basic tutorial. Like, not everything's done about Paper Mario 64 music editing, so it's going to be a little weird. It might not sound completely perfect, but for now it works for just importing songs in. So let's check it out. What you'll need first is a couple of Midi files, which I have here. You can get those from BG Music or anywhere that has Midi files, or you can make your own even. You need the percussion bank list if you want to do percussion. This is a list of all the percussion instruments I've cataloged. You need the instrument banks right here. This actually includes every instrument over the entire ROM, but you only need to worry about from GM01 on, from bank 06 right here. This is all you need to worry about for now. Alright. Then of course you need some kind of Midi sequencer. I recommend Anvil Studio, which is what I use. I've used my N64 music tools, all that stuff. Or you can use FL Studio, which I will be using this one too. You don't necessarily need it, but if you want to like hear how the thing sounds as you're making it, or use some specific instruments, you'll have to use that. But for now, let's leave it be. Computer, why did you freeze? There you go. Let's go ahead and open up my thing again. I accidentally closed it. Here you go. And finally, you'll need the GM01CR.dls for listening to how the sounds are in FL Studio if you want to use FL Studio. This is the actual combined sound bank for the whole ROM for instruments. Alright, and then after that is the N64MidiTool, which you can find in the description from Subject's page. I'll put that in there. And then, of course, you need Project 64 in your ROM. So let's get started. So as stated here, you start off at bank 06, and all the instruments go in order from 1 to 127, like general MIDI does, but it starts here. So this is instrument 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 16, and then the next bank right here is instrument 17, which would be the violin, 18, all the way down to 30, or not 36, 40, 45, I think. 16, no, that's 16, this is 33. So 33 right here, and it keeps going on until you get to the end of it, which is, I believe, like 190 something. Of course, general MIDI only supports 128 instruments, but you can get around that by using FL Studio and changing the bank number, which I'll get to that later on. Which is how you can get some of the instruments down here later on, like these ones, the guitars, all that stuff. Alright. So, I have prepared a song already. This is Sanctuary Eyes from Rayman 2. You probably heard it from Shine Sun 3 if you ever put that. Yeah, so let's give it a quick look. There you go. As you see right here, this right now is just a short 8-bar phrase. Now, how Paper Mario 64 music hacking works is it separates everything to subsegments. So you have to make subsegments for each of your MIDI files, which can be about 8 or 16 measures long. It just depends how long you want the song to be. Of course, you can't put the song too long or too big, or else it's not going to import at all. But right here, I have it separated into an 8-measure phrase right here, and I have the second part of the song right here into another 8-measure phrase. Alright, so we're all good. Tackles all that. But yep, we're all good. We have our 2 sections we want to import into the ROM. So let's go ahead and exit out of there for now. I'll go and show you what it does in FL Studio real quick. FL Studio, where are you at? Oh no, you're on the desktop. I'm blind, sorry. Server. I think it's actually in my folder. Oh, there's right there. See, those are blind. Alright, so we have FL Studio open now. Let's go ahead and import our MIDI file and see a little better what I'm trying to do. So let's go ahead and import the MIDI file. Let's desktop. There you go. Import all tracks, accept all that. Alright, here we go. Now here's where we can change to the Paper Mario sound file right here. So this will appear. If it does, you can just go into Mixer right here, just right here, Insert, and then Foodie LC, which will let you put the thing in. But since it's already there, we'll go ahead and where did it go? There it is. No, I lost it. There it is. Let's go ahead and open up our DLS file, which is the sound file, Paper Mario, GMO1CR. So we're going to import that in here. Okay, we're all good. Now let's play, see how it sounds. Oh, that's right, I didn't put the power on there. And I did not do there. Yes, it's not gonna, that's right, it's not gonna play the percussion like it should. No. However, it should play the melody track. I chose Sanctuary of Water and Ice one. Never mind, let's redo that. Cut all that out, what I just did. Let's import the actual one that's correct. This one. There we go. Accept. Of course, this is general MIDI. We're going to stop that. Let's go ahead and put the thing in. The DLS file. Now let's see how it sounds. Of course, it sounds weird. That's because you haven't reassigned instruments to the correct ones yet. So let's say we want to do. Let's go to. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with FL Studio. I'm not used to much. But here we go. Let's change how the instrument sounds. Let's say we want it to be a marimba, which is in my instrument list right here. And Bank 06, the very first, is a marimba, and that's what the instrument is in frame. This way. Oh yeah, FL Studio sometimes does this glitch. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to change it in Anvil Studio, or just delete it entirely to get it to work. So this is what I mean. Let's say when you hear the song again. Let's open up an Anvil Studio. I recommend Anvil Studio for this for sure. Let's go and open it up. Now what FL Studio does is it doesn't let you change the instrument number. It always resets back to what was defined in originally. So what you can do is you can change it manually here. So I'll say I want to change it to the thing I put on 1. Or what you can do is go to View, Event List, and do Delete Events. And this will go by, this is based on tracks. So we chose the Malice track, press Delete Events. We did Program Change, press OK. There you go. Now go back to the mixer. You see there should not be an instrument here now. Let's go ahead and save that. That'll delete any of the preset things you've set onto the file. So let's go ahead and restart it again. Import MIDI file. And let's import here. Accept. And there we go. As always, reload the sound file. Well, I'm sorry if my microphone is terrible. My good microphone broke, so I've used my terrible one. I'm sorry if that bothers you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and listen. There you go. Now it sounds as it should. Well, not really as it should, but it sound is a lot. Now you can hear what it sounds like in the sound file. So try this. Dun, dun, dun. Just listen to which one you sound right. You can pick your instrument based on that. That one sounds out of tune for sure. Now that sounds correct. So let's go ahead and go to the piano roll, just like that. Of course, you can do that with Control A. Let's slow it down. See how it sounds. start out another octave. But yeah. But I think I'll go and change the instrument again, just because I want to hear the other ones. So let's say we want to do this one. That sounds completely wrong. You just gotta play it by ear and keep testing out. It's a lot of trial and error. Like this, here we go. Or actually, that was lowered, so if I put it back to the original, like I said, it's a lot of trial and error. But yeah, let's say we do that. Well, I believe it was 5. No, it was not 5. I think it was 4 maybe. No, that wasn't either. It was one of them that sounded like. That is a vibraphone. I hate saying. A lot of trial and error, like I said, to get it to sound correctly. You just gotta mess with octaves and stuff until you think it sounds good. Let's say no. I think that'd be good. It just would be a little lower. So let's go ahead and go back to there again. Lower it back down the octave. Oh, do not do that. We'll stay right there. And there you go. So now I know it needs to be on. Now this song needs to be on note 6, electric piano 2, and I need to transpose it down 2 octaves. So if we go back into the Anvil Studio, which I like using that more, of course. We're going to set this to the instrument 6. Now let's go ahead and view, or edit, track transposition, entire track. Let's go and lower down 2 octaves, like I said. Track, transpose, entire track, -12. There you go. Now we'll save that. And now we have the actual instrument sound we want. Now, next thing we'll do is percussion. Now, percussion works a bit differently than the regular instruments do. It's not in order as it says on this instrument banks list. Like if you start at instrument bank 00, it's not in this exact order. It's a little different. So this is why you use the other list, percussion bank list. Now this list is in the exact order it appears from note C1. Note C1 is note 13 in general MIDI, so go into here, view piano roll editor, and this is C1 all the way down here. Note 13. Now if we listen to the drums again, we'll be able to see what kind of instruments we need. There's a lot of bongos, congos, all those. So let's go ahead and go back into our percussion instrument list. We want to get the congos for this one. Here we are, right here. And that is at note C1, which is 13. It's important for this. So C1, C2, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So we're going to go to A natural. Actually, it says it's descending, so we actually want to go to A sharp / B flat. And this is on octave number 2. So I'm going to go to there. So this one will change to A sharp, and actually have it recorded if you want to test out fitting. So let's go ahead and listen to one time. There you go. So let's go dun 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 dun. So we want Sorry, I forgot the note for a second. That's A2. Let's change it to A2. A2 is note 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, note 34. Change to note 34. Now I kind of did this inefficiently in the fact that I separated my tracks before I edited everything. In the future, you probably want to just edit them before and then separate the tracks. So now I've done that. Therefore, we will change this to the lower note, or the higher note actually. Should be 35. And there we go. And then so you have a triangle here and maracas here. So let's go ahead and go back into our thing. Actually, I think it was a cabasa. Cabasa is right here. At C4, C5. So let's go and go down. B5, B flat 5, A5, A flat 5, or G sharp 5. 4, sorry, G sharp 4. Let's go move this down to G sharp 4, which is also note. So this is 13, this is 25, this will be 37, this will be 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 57. So you want a note 57 for the classic, which is this one right here. 57. And finally we have our triangle. Our triangle is at C1, C2, that's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. I believe the open triangle, but like here is at 33, so we'll change to note 33. And there we go. We have our percussion set. Let's go ahead and save that. Now let me go ahead and make those edits to the, well actually you have to change your channel as well. I'm sorry. You have to change your channel as well. Change your channel to save that. So now we have that one ready. Alright. Let's go and open up this other MIDI file and I'll get that fixed as well. Support, change to channel 2. Save. Go into the thing. Now let me see if I can remember these values. This is 33. This was 57. The higher one was 34. This one's 34. I remember. And this one's at 35. There we go. We are all set. Go ahead and save your stuff. And now we can go ahead and import it into the game now. So we have Sanctuarize 1 and Sanctuarize 2. Now if we go to our N64MidiTool, I'm going to open that up. Load up our Paper Mario U, which is usually what I would be using. And let's see. I have to use this one right here for testing stuff, so we're going to use that. And there you go. This will give you a list of all the songs in the game that you can replace at the moment, and all their respective sizes. Right there. Like this is where it's at in the game. This is the size of it right here in bytes. So let's see. We want to replace. Let's replace the file select if we can. I don't think we will be able to, but I'll try it anyways. There we go. Now, if you want to loop, of course, just press the loop button. Leave it at 0. Any other number is the specific place of looping. So if you want to have an intro in your song, you'll have a loop at that specific point, but I don't know how to use it yet. So let's leave it at 0 for now, just to loop the whole song in general. Alright. We have the one now. Import over. Let's go on and import the MIDI file. And there we go. And it wants to give us subsegments. Let's go ahead and do a second one. Let's do one again. Because the actual song is 2 Sanctuary 1 and 2 Sanctuary 2. Like 2 copies of it. It's weird how the song goes. But we're going to do that. and it imported without any problem. So now, usually if the song is too big, it'll say, oh, the song is too big for this area, you can't do this by this much. So, but it looks like it worked. So let's go and write the ROM here, and let's go and test it out in Percussion 64. Remember, you can only use 1.6 for Paper Mario ROMs. So let's go and open it up, and hear how it sounds. And there you go. As you heard, it kind of sound. I'm sorry for that. It kind of sounded incorrect that you heard there. You didn't hear any kind of percussion notes. That's because you have to set a specific byte for it to read as a percussion note and not as a regular general MIDI note. And also, I noticed I missed something while I was listening to that. Okay, the studio. I noticed something right here. This right here. I missed the thing right here. The ratchet sound. Where's that? Oh, I'm in the wrong. There you go. Yeah, the little, I believe it is, let's see, where's the ratchet at? It is at C3, which is 37, 38, 39. No, 39, so I'm going to change that real quick. There you go. Save that. I'll go ahead and do it in the other one as well. That is not the other one. There we go. Oh, actually I did not change it yet. I'm done. So I'm going to change that to 35, I think. No, 39. 39 right there. Just going to resave it. Alright, so here's the thing that you can't really set the percussion byte that you need to just by importing in. So what we'll do is we'll do a small workaround for this. What we're going to do is I'm going to import the MIDI again. You'll import it over, import this one. Use segment 1, so I'll do that. We'll make it loop, of course. Now that I've done that, we will go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to press combine subsegments. Okay. Let's redo that. So, go and import the thing. Actually, I have to do it wrong again. Let me reopen the tool. Sometimes you have to reopen the tool because it won't completely and accurately do it right. So, I'm going to reopen the tool. Sorry, I got it twice there. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was my alarm. So go ahead and PAP, Paper Mario, load our ROM again. There we go. Now it's going to import over what we want to import over, which was this one right here. File select, press combine subsegments. That's just if you want to get them all into one so it loops properly. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't do it. Sometimes you do. It just depends. But anyways, so we're going to import the MIDI again, and I will save it. And I'm not going to save it. I'll import this right here. Segment 1, segment 2, and Midi segment 2. There you go. Now what you want to do is write the ROM. Do that. Go and reload the tool again. I'm not sure if it does it with the tool open, like while you're working with it, because I did try it before and it didn't work, but I'm not sure. But just open the ROM just in case. Reopen it. Go to the thing you just did, file select, export the MIDI with debug text file checked. Let's put that on the desktop. Alright, now you'll get a whole bunch of MIDI files like this. Just ignore those. Just look at this right here. This will tell you all the tracks that are in the song and other information like the tempo and all that. Now I'm working on a way to where you can just write the whole song using this kind of data like it does in Mario 64, but we can't do that yet. Yep, let me open that up. If you list all the stuff, so you should have two channels in here. Let's go and look at that. You see this thing called track flags here. Track flags is what you need to change to fix the problem with the thing. So as you see here, we have track 02, which is the only one used, which in that it was the only one used. Let's go ahead and go to back to the tool. Go ahead and press export bin this time. Just do MIDI.bin this time. Open up a hex editor, which you'll need for this if you want to get the percussion working. Go ahead and open up the hex editor. Now if you see this right here, this is the intro header stuff, which you'll need to edit right here. We see something like 0040 A0. Oh, I did not mention that. Don't change this one. This is your header track right here. Just keep going along. You should see another one. In this case, it's 68 A0. What you want to do is change this byte right after A0 to 80, which will enable the percussion in your song. Go and press save. And that. You should see a few more of them down here. Go and change it again. 80. This is for each of the subsegments, by the way. Now, if you don't need this many subsegments, what you can do is just press escape when it asks for an additional subsegment. So if it's like, oh, you only need one thing for this whole song, just press escape. Now here we are with the other tracks. Now remember in the second subsegment, there were two tracks instead of just one. So we have 0040 A0, 0060 A0, which would be track 1, which is the actual instrument track. We don't want to change that. What we want to change is this one right here. 8. Alright, there you go. Now that we have it saved, we have one more, I'm sorry. I forgot about it. Yeah, there you go. Go and save that. Go back to your tool, import binary. And so we save it as MIDI.bin. We'll go ahead and import that now. Now let's write our ROM. Oh, I'm sorry. Combine, loop, import our binary again. Then write the ROM, and it should be good. Let's go and hear it. So I'll load up our file. Alright, there you go. I believe I may have messed up on the subsegments a little bit. Because it should not be, it should actually transition to the next subsegment. But if all else fails, what you can do is instead of doing multiple subsegments, I'm sorry, I can talk like I did, what you can do is just skip that and just do it directly. Like the whole file directly instead of splitting it up. So you don't necessarily have to do it in subsegments, like I said earlier, but if you want to, you can. So I'll go ahead and import it as the other one that I did, and we'll see how it sounds. So actually, let me go into here. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and redo all the stuff I did. So we're going to import the Midi, desktop, section RS2. Actually, no, cancel. So import a Midi, RS2, press escape. That way you don't have to do multiple subsegments. I can't talk. I'm sorry. There you go. Now it should be it should be a smaller file. I don't know how it works like that, but it should be smaller. Let's go and write the ROM again. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on working on the multiple subsegment thing because it's not exactly perfect yet. So like that was just for like a little demonstration, just a test. But normally you can just import the whole MIDI file. It'll be fine. So let's go ahead and do that. Import the MIDI. I wrote the ROM. Let's go and load the ROM again. Go back into File Select. Let's go ahead and export the binary. Like I said, you also don't necessarily have to export the debug text too. I just like to do it so I can see what's going on in the song. But you don't have to export that either, as long as you know where the track locations are at. Let's go ahead and export that again. I'll go back into here. And here we are. So like I said, the tracks, you'll see some like, the first one will always be 0040A0. Then you'll see some stuff following it like this, this. And this, of course, is track number 2 right here. You can tell that because each track is 4 bytes long. Track 0 is your header track. You never want to change that. That's what categorizes like the tempo and volume and all that stuff. You have this track right here, which is your actual first track, denoted by this number right here. This is your ID. Track 1, which is actually track 0. Track 2, which is track 1. Like it starts, this bass starts at 0 and goes up. So we want to change this to 80. And of course, more tracks, you'll have more stuff like that. Let's go ahead and save that and test it out. Yeah. So I save the binary, import the binary. Okay, sweet. It's already done. Write it, yes. Now let's test it out. Alright, and there's that one. Of course, like I said, you have to do a lot of trial and error to get the sound actually correct. Just like moving around the octaves and the notes and stuff like that, changing instruments. But yeah, so that's that. I'll go ahead and show off one I've already made before while I was testing. And this is the Fairy Fountain theme from Ocarina of Time. Let's go and import that with File Select, write the ROM. And let's test out how it sounds real quick. Okay. By the way, I forgot one other quick thing while I was looking over the footage again. So I forgot how to show you how to access the extra instruments. Like I said earlier, the instruments look up to 128 or so. In FL Studio, if you want to do that, just go ahead and open up your MIDI file again, import. Or if you're making one from scratch, you can just do that and just import the DLS file with the LSD, like I said before. Let's go up in the MIDI. So let's say let's open with less sign. Accept. There you go. Now, like I said before, go into not here. Go here. So just like I said before, if you want to get over 128 instruments, because as you see here, it's only 128. What you do is you'll change this bank number right here. This one right here on the right. Change that to 1, and that'll let you access the rest of the instruments. So apparently the instrument there is a thing. It's not. But yeah, so change that back. Hold on. Hold up a second. Oh, that's why. I didn't import the actual thing. Sorry, let me go and re-import that. And that was... There you go. Of course, this sounds really terrible. So let's go and change the pink one. And there you go. Now, I'm going to check to see what instrument's at 129 just to make sure this is the right one. Just go and open up the thing again, just be sure. Just be safe. Wrong instrument list. Let's go ahead and get out there. 1, 17, 33, 49, going up to 16, 65, 81, 97, 97, 113, 129, so it's a music box, which sounds about right. That sounds terrible, by the way. There you go. Alright. Okay, let's get out of there quick. Yeah, that's how you do that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.